Welcome to the channel, everyone. It's Fat Bat here, aka Bmurf from Rody Collects. Today we're going to go over my collection. This collection has been a long achievement of mine. Started since I was little. I even worked a part-time job at one point just to pay for some of this stuff.
The who? The her.
Yeah, I know. Awkward. So, yeah, let's take a look. Starting off on top of the TV stand, we have just a hodgepodge of my collection. Everything that it is, kind of bit, pieced out a little bit. So we got some Batman Batarangs, a little, I call them Billy Shakes. It's William Shakespeare bust from the 1966 Batman. We got a Power Ranger helmet. We got a couple versions of the Batarang, grappling gun, some Star Wars figures, Heavy Mando, my fave. We got this nice, kind of random, but signed football from the 2006 New England Patriots team that did not win a Super Bowl. So they're all really valuable names. We got the OG Power Ranger Megazord here, and probably one of my favorite pieces is a newly acquired one, Turbo Man, up there. It's a remake of the one from the 1996 movie Jingle All the Way. I believe it's 96, but found that nice VHS at Savers a couple weeks ago, actually. 99 cents. Nice. And then we got, the most played handhelds of all time, in my opinion. Specifically, my favorite, Game Boy Color. And good old tribute to Stan Lee over here. R.I.P. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you guys see something you like, and you want more information about, you want to talk about, you want another in-depth video about, just leave a comment about it in the comment section below, and we'll do a video on it. So, as you just saw, we got the, what was it? Wow, N64, Pokemon Pikachu Edition from Pikachu, Hey You Pikachu, Nintendo 64, really rare piece. I was able to find it actually from a Goodwill. I never had an N64 growing up. I can't say I did. I used to go to my neighbor's house all the time, play like Star Fox, Super Smash Bros, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, all the good stuff. But, so I tried to make a little bit of a Pokemon shelf here. This system has all my childhood on it. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, the amount of time and money spent on games on these two systems alone, ridiculous.
Facts.
Probably one of the best games of all time, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I can't tell you how many hours I have on that game, but that's the PS2 I did it on. Over here, I was able to find an orange Funtastic N64. Pretty good price from a seller online. Rare Gaming Deals, I believe, is his handle. Check him out. He does claim sales pretty often. This is my sister and I's GameCube. I don't know if she knows I have it here yet, but she's got it now. Yep. Then I had this game. I bought it as a kid. Never knew what happened to it. Used to play it at my neighbor's house all the time. I think I left it there. I never had the system, but I wanted to play that game, so I was able to get it as a kid just to play it at their house. Let's see what we got here. We got the Xbox and the 360. Good old Reinhardt on top. Hammer down, baby. Hammer down. We have probably one of the most unique pieces in my collection. The Pokemon Edition VHS. It is currently working. However, I was told from the person I bought it from that if I put a VHS tape in, I will not get it up. So it turns on. Not sure if it actually works though. And it's missing a remote, but a piece like that, when it pops up, you have to snag it because you just don't know when you're gonna see it again. I remember missing out on it on a Goodwill. One time I was like, I'll go back and get it. Gone. Dumb idea. We got some graphic novels down here on the bottom. Let's see what we got. We got Xbox One, and we have Spider-Man Edition PS4. I did not have a PlayStation 4 until the Spider-Man game came out. Had to have it. That game was probably my favorite game in a long time, aside from Overwatch. We got a good old classic Voltron here.
Voltron.
That was a great day. But yeah, big Voltron fan. I prefer the classic version, but I will say the new animated series a lot better than the old series. I just like the old style of Voltron better. Fun fact. So I used to have a lot more Iron Man figures real quick, but I wanted to get rid of a lot of my Marvel Legends collection. Just didn't do it for me anymore, so I kept some of the ones I really enjoyed. Definitely kept all my War Machine figures. They're somewhere around here, but this is a nice little toy set from the Disney store. It was Disney store exclusive, so nice little whole armor. We got some characters from Black Panther, new Captain America up here. It's my nice Marvel poster from not the MCU, just comic book versions of it. Some of my favorite Batman pieces, some of them I've had since a child, especially that 100th edition Batman. Side note, Batman Beyond, probably my favorite rendition of Batman. The animated series, by the way. So, with Kevin Conroy, the true Batman, I don't care what anyone says. Then we got Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs fan. Yeah, oh yeah, big time. People used to not enjoy it as much because they thought it was a knockoff of Power Rangers. Really, it was just another version of Bandai. It's market share for Fox Kids. Alright, coming down here, we got my White Ranger shelf. Little bits and pieces from various different store exclusives, different Comic Cons. You know, just some great pieces. This is the original Funko Pop, the one at one point was worth over $200, but never leave them in the box if you don't have to. But some of these coins and whatnot you see, found from Henshin Vault. You can find them on Etsy or on Instagram. Great artist. Does some real phenomenal work. There's some great pieces from him. And we got another Digimon. We got, well, first of 2 Digimon shelves here. So I just like to say, in these details, I tried to put some of my more favorite collection pieces, the ones that mean the most to me in here. So looks like War Greymon and Matt kind of took a nap. But this is the original season with Omnimon. Next we have very underrated season in my opinion, but my dedication shelf to not only what Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, but perhaps my favorite Ranger of all time, the Titanium Ranger. In the comments below, what's your favorite Ranger? Leave it in the comments below, please. Then we got my other Digimon shelf, which is kind of a hodgepodge between Season 2 and Season 4, with the Digi-Eggs and Digimon Frontier. Digimon Frontier gets a bad rap, but some great pieces. The, I forget the name of them, but the guy that kind of looks like the Abominable Snowman back there is an exclusive to like Southeast Asia. I had to get them on eBay, but pretty cool piece to have. Then we have Beast Wars, which is a hodgepodge of a couple seasons. We got Trans Metals, we got Optimus Optimal back there. The only one I have still in box is Silverbolt. I can't say I've had him since childhood, but I will say I've had that Tigatron from childhood, and I had that Depth Charge since childhood. But and we got a 6 Ranger shelf here with all different odds and ends of 6 Rangers. I'm still waiting for my Phantom Ranger to come in from Hasbro Pulse. You know, they're making a lot of great stuff. I just wish the pre-orders would be a little bit closer to when you actually get your product delivered. Other than that, I'm having no complaints whatsoever. Then we have right here, I will say it, you don't even have to ask it, this is my Grail piece in the collection. This is Big Guy from Big Guy and Rusty. Yes, when you take him out of the box, his arms open up, the machine guns come out. You can get the figure out of the back of the cockpit inside. Even comes with Rusty, and he attaches to the arm, just like the show. Does anyone else remember the show from childhood? Big Guy and Rusty? Great show. Used to be on right around the same time as Extreme Ghostbusters. You have no idea about that show, do you?
No, not at all.
No, and this is favorite Red Ranger of all time. Red Zeo Ranger 5. Tommy Oliver, aka Jason David Frank. Shout out to my boy, the OG. You know, we got Turbo Lightning Racer and a couple other Zeo pieces. Going up, we have the Green Ranger shelf, as you can see. Big JDF fan. Met him at Comic Con a couple years ago. Really nice guy. He does a lot for the community. People have some mixed feelings about him just because They're sick of all the MMPR, Tommy stuff, but you know what? He's been there. He does it. People left, and they never came back until they started making money again. He's been there since day one, so all the power to him. This shelf's a work in progress. All these shelves are a work in progress, but this is my DC shelf. I'm trying to put some of my favorite DC characters on here. It's really going to end up being a Dr. Fate and Arrow shelf at some point, but some cool pieces there. We have a shelf from Power Rangers in Space, my second favorite season, with Andros, the Red Ranger, and Zane, the Silver Ranger. Can't wait to find the Silver in Space Lightning Collection. Then here we just have a variety of different Optimus Primes from the movies, from the animated series like Cybertron, Armada. And then we have the RED one from that Hasbro came out with, where he doesn't transform, but he's just a dope figure to have. Let's see. Oh yeah. So one thing I want to mention is you always have to make room in your collection for the stuff that you don't have yet that you're gonna get. So I left room on this shelf because this is gonna be a Zoid shelf. Zoids was a big part of my childhood. I love Zoids. So with Liger Zero, you'll probably see a Blade Liger. Maybe I make some more room. We get a couple other Ligers like Liger Panzer, you know, Schneider, Jaeger. We'll see. Another tribute to Dr. Tommy Oliver. We have the Black Dino Thunder Ranger shelf. That Zord is a Japanese exclusive. We never got it here released in the United States for the show. Power Rangers Dino Thunder. When I found that out a couple of years ago, it was a must-have in the collection. I was actually able to acquire it pretty recently. I found it for a good price on eBay. You know, sometimes people say that, you know, they'd rather just find it in person. I'd rather just find it if it's a piece I want, as long as it's at a right price. I'm not going to overpay for it. But this shelf, we went to San Diego Comic-Con a couple years ago, and for 3 days in a row, we got in line early, and the first place we went was to the Bandai booth. This watch sold out within 15 minutes. So finally, our last day there, we got up even earlier. We were on East Coast time, so we were there at 4 a.m. We were up and whatnot and in line, but we were able to get it last day, so I was pretty pumped about that. And then this shelf is probably going to be another Transformer Beast Wars shelf at some point. Right now we have a couple different versions of Optimus Prime, Megatron, and Black Arachnia. So we'll see what happens. Now I'm really pumped about these two shelves. These two shelves are one of my favorite spots of the collection room right now. We got a lot of Power Ranger stuff up here. We got all the games. We got the game holders from Rose Colored Gaming. Check them out. They have some dope ways and displays for your games. All kinds of different stands. We have a CGC graded 8.5 Blastoise. Shout out to our friend Tuga for that hookup on that one. A little War Total and a Master Ball. Then we got my 90s shelves coming up here. So this is just a hodgepodge of things from the 90s, from series like Street Sharks. I don't know if you remember seeing my shirt at the start of this video. It's pretty Jawsome. Check it out. Got this from Toy Snobs on Instagram. Great artist. Does all kinds of cool shirts. But check them out. We got some Street Sharks, some Beetleborgs, some Kamen Rider. We got Pokémon. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I get those terrarium balls from, but I don't know. Another cool piece I will say though is this Arcanine tech deck. So I don't know if you remember, in the early 90s, tech decks were really popular. In the late 90s, early 2000s. Had to get that. Arcanine's one of my favorite Pokemon. Him and Scizor, had to get it. Then we have another 90s hodgepodge shelf. Some of these are recent acquires, such as the Mystic Knights of Terranok. Was able to find her at a good price. I'm trying to get the whole collection back. I had them as a kid. I have no idea where they are. They're definitely not in box, so if I do find them, they're definitely missing pieces. And then, I don't know if anyone else remembers it, but Dinosaurs from late 90s. I remember going, I used to get allergy shots and watch at the doctor's office all the time. Great show, Transformers, good stuff. And we have just a bunch of Marvel Legends. Some of my favorite characters from Marvel. We got 90s Iron Man and War Machine, Moon Knight, The Thing, Daredevil. Daredevil and Moon Knight, two highly underrated characters in the MCU to be. And this shelf's probably just gonna get changed. Right now it's just a bunch of extra Marvel Legends down there. Alright, now we got the bookcase of Batman. So I got a bunch of Batmobiles with all the little die-cast Batman from Jada Metals line. What's your favorite Batmobile? Aside from the 1990s animated series Batmobile, my favorite is going to be... What's yours?
This one.
The Tumbler? Yeah. I got the one from Batman Forever, one in the middle with Val Kilmer. That Batmobile just holds a special place in my heart, so that's my fave. Then we have a little dedication to the Batman the Animated Series. Nice little wall here. Ooh, that lights up. I should have put it on. Damn.
Too late.
Oh well. You'll see it next time. We'll do another update at some point. Then we just have a variety of different Batmen, from the Justice Buster, which was a comic book / movie thing, animated movie thing. We got the Greg Capullo, a lot of his line. He's one of my favorite artists that ever did Batman, so I got some of his stuff. And we just got DC McFarlane. When McFarlane Toy Line came out and got all the DC line for all the products, they just started cranking stuff out. And honestly, there's some great figs that he came out with on this shelf right here. We just got like everything from the Batman Metal Wave to Batman Beyond to a Todd McFarlane exclusive design right there. Just some overall great pieces. And below we just have some members of the Bat Fam. I'm trying to do a Bat Fam shelf. So we got Batgirl, Nightwing, a bunch of different versions of Robin, between Red Robin, Damian Wayne, we got Spoiler, we got Batwing, all different kinds of characters here. We're gonna boost that up. And the bottom shelf is just a bunch of Batman graphic novels. You know, get to know your Batman. Alright, this is my workstation. It's kind of like a work in progress area. So you may see like lights over here. So I got lights to hang up on different places. These are puck lights. Great for like the detofs actually. I have a over here. I've got some upgrade kits for this Optimus Optimal. Behind it is the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee edition Nintendo Switch. I was able to pick up from GameStop recently. They had a refurbed one, so I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take that. I got the new Switch Lite the other day. I was able to get that before they sold out. I'd like to point this out. It's not a little toot record. It's actually a artist. I can't remember his name off Instagram. He's from Oregon. Does some great pieces of artwork with records. He does Pokemon. He does all different kinds of nerdy related things. It's awesome. He does some cool stuff. I'll try and get his name out to you guys. This Empty Celebrations little tin box. Was able to get it from Target. I'm still trying to find all the tins, but then you know what it's like as a collector. You're always trying to find space to put things. I have a couple other Power Ranger things here to find homes for. But then I got the boomstick and the arm for podcasting whenever we do that. We used to do it down here. We'll get into that in a little bit. Right here we have some of my helmets for display. These are Ranger helmets that I got through Aniki Cosplay and some other people on Instagram that are just content creators and artists and whatnot. They made it. So the Black Ranger helmet and the Gold Ranger helmet, those are both from, what's his name? Dave. He runs the West Virginia Comic Con. On the side, he was doing helmets for a while. He stopped doing them now, but I was able to get both of those from him. Awesome guy, great work. If he ever gets back into it, be sure to check him out. And some of these other ones are from Aniki, which take forever. I'm still waiting on my Titanium Ranger helmet I ordered back in 2017. I follow up with them monthly just to see if I can get an update on it. But
Do any of these fit?
at one point, one of them did. I will say the cosplay ones that came out by Bandai and Hasbro, those fit. So if I put that Red Ranger helmet on, the green one and the white one, those all fit. The actual cosplay ones though, no. I got too big a dome. But they're great for display.
What's in the bottom corner?
That's a bunch of junk right now. Oh, actually, no. You know what? There's a KB Toys exclusive mini television set. Just move those other things out of the way so they can see it. So, fun fact, I saw, was it Retro Envy, post something like this. They found it at a Savers one time. And it was my sole mission to find one. So I went to a ton of different pawn shops, a ton of different flea markets. I saw one at a random flea market one day. I had to scoop it. All right, now.
There or?
Yeah, start at the very top. Just go right to the ceiling, and then pan over. We don't want to spoil it just yet. So right here we got a little shelf of all the Avengers. Well, as many as them I can fit on there. Some of them are no longer in the MCU. Others still have ongoing shows. Cannot wait for Spider-Man. Yeah. Okay. Now, for the pride and joy of my collection, the oldest running, I don't know, what would you call it? Segment? No, not segment.
Addiction?
Yeah. So I'm a huge Power Ranger fan, as you can see through some of the things you've seen already. But I've been collecting Power Rangers, everything, since I was a kid. Some of these are from my childhood. Others, you know, as you grow older, you kind of fall off a little bit. So there's a couple seasons on here, well, really a whole row that I had to go back and find. But I have every Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers up until now. Some of them aren't on display because they are too big to fit on the shelf. So they're in boxes. And some of them are too valuable to take out of boxes. So those are in storage right now. But I do have them. And I know you guys are looking at this and you're like, wow, this is so unorganized. But trust me, when I first put them up here, they were in chronological order from season 1 through now with Dino Fury. However, we had water damage down here at some point last year. And since then, I had to do a little remodeling around here. This room went through several transitions. I had to take all my stuff out, as my parents like to call them, toys. But we know how we feel about that as collectors. And had to take them all out and put them away for a little while so we could redo the basement. Actually, most of this basement was this wood-colored paneling, as you've probably seen before. But I plan on, retweaking it at some point. Yeah, these are just some of my favorite pieces, man. This is my coup de grace, as you will. But it's been years tracking some of this stuff down. Like, you wouldn't believe how long or how expensive just little pieces like a helmet would be on this figure. So, for instance, the Shogun Megazord helmet right here, that alone can run you up to $100. Thankfully, I've had it since childhood. But, some people don't. Like, I'm missing some of the stuff, the parts I'm missing is because I played with it so much as a kid, I kind of just either broke or whatnot and became trash. But a lot of this is original, yeah, it's high quality stuff. What's your guys' favorite Megazord? Do you have one?
No.
Yeah, you don't know enough about it?
I don't know enough, yeah.
So I will say, when I went to go put it all back together, I started, instead of doing it in order for now, I was just like, let me just put out my favorites. So this whole row, favorite Megazords, right here. Then, second favorite Megazords. You would think that because Lightspeed Rescue is one of my favorite series, I'd have it on the top. There's just not enough room sometimes. So you gotta, you can have a lot more favorites. Sometimes it's just about fitting it, But, yeah, this is the best one, though. The Astro Delta Megazord. I had 2 versions of the Astro Megazord just so I could have one on display as the combo and one as the ship where TJ's taking a ride on. Yeah, it's some fun stuff, and we just got all right over here is just a bunch of different tags and whatnot from Comic-Con. We got a Scizor, little 8-bit thing going on. Then we have a ticket from Tom Brady's last game and win as a New England Patriot. That's right. So, had to keep that. Yeah, that's a collection. Like I said, any questions on any items you see, feel free to shoot us a message either on Instagram via DM or in the comments below. Like, support, subscribe. You guys have a great day.